Today we're going to talk about inversions. Inversions are a very critical way to become a lead guitar player. So I want to take some of you people who are starting to want to move into your intermediate guitar playing and take it to the next level. You must know your inversions. What is an inversion? An inversion is a different shape of the same chord. So E has several inversions, as does E7, C, C7, C minor. All of these chords you can play them up the neck in various positions. If you know your inversions and can play rhythm with inversions, you are going to be very close to understanding some critical theory as it pertains to playing lead. So let's start with the open chords. You have two basic positions. I call this, the E, I call position 1 for a bar chord. Okay, it's actually barred by this. This is called the nut. It's actually barred. If that wasn't there, I would have to put my index finger in. A is position 2. Okay. By the way, I am tuned down a half a step, so you have to tune down to E flat if you want to play along with me. So you got position 1 and position 2. Now if you move up, obviously you've got F and B flat and G and C. Okay, it's the same theory as playing an open chord E and an open chord A. What most people who are trying to get better at guitar and kind of get stumped don't realize is that the other open chords also can be moved up the neck. So if we show a D, for instance, here's a D, standard D. Okay, if you move that up 2 frets, and don't be a knucklehead and play the whole strings, just don't play all the strings, just play the bottom 3. That's an E. So now you listen. E, E, right? And then F, and then G, and then A, and then B, and then C, and then after 12 frets it starts over at D again. See how it sounds the same? So it goes E, D, right? E, D, and then it goes E, D with this shape, okay? The D shape, I call it. Let's do F. F is basically an E moved up. Now I'm only going to play the bottom 4 strings on this one. So you got F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, and then with A, position 2. Now F is technically position 1 because it's half of that. If you sit and look at it and write it out, you're going to notice that this position is half of this. Okay, I can play an E if I only play the bottom 4 by going like that. So F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Right? All right. Now it gets interesting because then you can do minor. Let's go to position 2 first. A, okay, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, right? Now what gets interesting is when you start throwing in minors. You got A minor, you got B minor, right? If you play just the bottom 4, you start going C minor, D minor, E minor, F minor, G minor, A minor again, right? E minor, same thing. F minor. If you just don't play that major third, the difference between E and E minor is by taking just that one note and flattening it. So now it's F minor, now it's G minor, now it's A minor, now it's B minor, C minor, D minor, E minor again. So you're starting to get the patterns. The one that's kind of tricky, and consequently a G, believe it or not, is the same position as an A, as position 2. It's just the full chord. It's all 6 strings. because if you notice on this, the three middle, the D, G, and B strings are open. Okay, so if I don't play anything but these three strings, and actually the G is a position 2 bar chord. It's just played because it's open, so you can play the whole thing. So the A actually could be played like that, and if you had another finger, you could stick it down here and play a G shape there and all the way up. So a G can be moved up too, but it's just position 2 bar chord. Now one of the weird ones that people get confused by is the C shape. The C shape doesn't move up the neck as easily for a bunch of reasons. But the C shape can be moved up, particularly when you play a 7th. Okay? There's C7. There's D7. E7. Here's E7 here. Right? There's F7, G7, A7, B7. Okay. So now you're starting to get it. Now you're starting to get where to go, and you can move up. Now the way to practice this is to start playing 2 chords. So if I'm going to go E, A, E, I'm going to go E, and I'm going to move them up. I'm going to go E, and then to the E7th, or I can go to E here too. I can go. Well, I'm getting a little out of tune here, but so E, 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 A, and then if you want to throw a D in, you can go D, D. Right? So they're all over the place. And then minors as well. D minor, let's go D minor and C. Now if that was the D minor shape there, that would be E minor, F minor, G minor, A minor. So let's go A minor and D minor. So we'll go A minor, D minor. Something's added too. That's an E minor on the 12th. Right? So that's it. Those are your inversions. Work on them, you'll get better.